Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Speaker Society podcast, where voices become influence. I'm your host, Kelly Kam, and this is the space where we amplify powerful voices, uncover inspiring stories, and equip thought leaders with the tools to make an impact on stage and beyond. At Speaker Society, we believe that every story has the power to create change. Whether you're a speaker, an inspiring leader, or someone looking to grow your confidence in public speaking, this is the podcast for you. And today, we have an incredibly special episode because we're diving into the power of courage, leadership, and transformation. And there's no better person to talk about this other than my guest today. She's a change maker, a mentor, and a fearless advocate for women's empowerment. As the founder of Class Living, Women of Courage Asia, and her Courage Biz Network, she has dedicated her life to helping women rise above fear, embrace their true potential, and step into leadership. She's also the visionary behind the upcoming Her Courage Leader Summit 2025, an event that is set to uplift, inspire, and create transformative impact across ASEAN. And today, she's here to give us a behind the scenes look at what's in store, why courage is essential in leadership, and how you can be part of this incredible movement. I'm incredibly honored and to welcome to this show Lilian Ong. Lilian, welcome to Speaker Society podcast. Hi.
Hello. Wow. Thanks for that incredible introduction there. I
Yes,
feel so humble and honored.
great. Well, Lillian, for those of us who may not know who you are yet, can you tell us a bit about your journey? What inspired you to start Class Living, Women of Courage Asia, and her Courage Business Network?
Right. To first of all, thank you for the invitation on this podcast. Really a privilege to share at the podcast. For those who do not know me, I am simply actually just a mother of two young adults now. And the reason I started Class Living and the community Women of Courage Asia and a Courage Biz Network was due to my own personal journey. So I went through, the journey of being molested at a very young age,
Oh
as
dear.
well as attempted suicide at 18. And then also after going through the postnatal depression, and then I walked out of it actually without relying on any psychotropic drugs. Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah. And then from one thing leads to another, after my health was in a bad shape as well. So after putting my health back in order and putting my life back in order, I had the opportunity to actually start a interior decoration business.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, so one thing leads to another,
Mm.
and going through that journey, therefore, yes, and I was someone helped me, right? I had people who believe in me and helped me, and therefore now I'm just giving back to, yeah, to help others to get out of challenges, overcome their challenges.
That's awesome. So you've been championing women's empowerment for quite some time, actually quite a number of years, right? So for you, what does courage mean to you? And why is this important in leadership and business?
Courage to me is simply a choice. It's a
Mm,
choice to face fear and take intentional action, in spite of those fears that you are facing. So it's a very intentional choice to
mm,
create the change that you want.
right.
Yeah. So that's yeah, courage is a choice. Yeah, to me, courage is a choice. Yeah.
Mm,
And why is it important in leadership and business? Oh, I see leadership and entrepreneurship synonymous, right? If you don't have a leadership mindset, it will, down the road sabotage your entrepreneurial journey.
mm.
So and having the courage to always step out of your comfort zone, to always be venturing out into the unknown, being comfortable with the uncomfortable. Yeah. So uh yeah, therefore courage is definitely very, very important, in the journey of leadership development and business.
I totally get that being comfortable is uncomfortable. I think I've heard this saying before about if you're feeling uncomfortable means you're growing, right? So I think that's one of the one of the light bulb moments that I have. Sometimes you feel uncomfortable, but actually it's a good thing because it means that you're challenging yourself, you're getting out there and you're growing. Yes, I totally resonate with that. So tell me about her Courage Leaders Summit. I think when you told me about the My Courage Leaders Summit, I heard of from it at NTUC Friendship Circle, International Women's Day event, and I'm so excited that that her Courage Leaders Summit and Speaker Society were going to have a bit of a collaboration. And so, can you tell us about this year's theme? This year's theme is inspiring courage for transformative impact. So, what does that mean to you, and how will this unfold at the event?
Yeah, actually, the Her Courage Leader Summit is a 3-year launch plan.
Oh,
So,
3 years. Okay.
yes, it is a 3-year plan. Of course, we'll continue, but yeah, the launch is a 3-year plan. First was to ignite. So last
Mm.
year, we actually started by igniting the courage for
Okay.
transformative impact. Yeah,
Mhm.
and creating that awareness, right? And this year is inspiring courage, and therefore we are curating lots and lots of inspiring stories of courage. Yeah, from different women leaders in the different sphere of influence, and learning from them, how does their leadership create a transformative impact in their own sphere of influence.
Right, right. Okay. So would it be right to say that the people who attended the Ignite will then now get inspired to, after they ignited the courage, to inspire them to launch forward? Is that how
Yeah,
it works? Right.
I mean, yes, first you need to awaken your courage,
Yes.
igniting that courage is to awaken the courage. Once your courage is being awakened, then
Yeah.
you will take that intentional step forward, right? To step into
Mm-hmm.
the unknown. Yeah. And the moment you start stepping into the unknown, you start taking intentional action, you are creating a change. And
Mm.
therefore, whatever you have created become inspiring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is the next step to the leadership journey, right? To become a
Mhm.
transformational leader. So and and for those who are new to the event, right, they will hear all these inspiring stories, right? Because by hearing the inspiring stories, it also helps in igniting the courage.
Right.
Mm,
Understand.
yeah.
Cool. So it's not just for uh the people that have attended previously in the Ignite, but actually it's open to everyone, right?
Yes, it's open to everyone. Yeah. It's just that there is a growth journey, lah, right? And
Mm-hmm.
we get inspired when we hear inspiring stories. Our courage is actually being awakened. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Actually, that's
So
true.
that's one way of actually igniting the courage as well, by providing inspiring stories. Yeah.
Mm. And a lot of the times it's actually seeing someone else that have actually succeeded and done something brave that you feel that, hey, actually I can do this too, right? So
Yeah.
sometimes we limit ourselves because we think, oh no, I don't think we can do it because no, I haven't seen anyone done it. But once you see someone has actually overcome their challenges, and their challenges may or may not be bigger than ours. So if they are bigger, you would see that, hey, they've gone through so much challenges and they still manage to get to where they are. My challenge, not very big. I can do it too.
And I think the other thing is also it's like show and tell. Like
Mm,
we talk about courage, right? But what does it look like? We talk about
mhm.
leadership. What does it look like?
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So when we share all these stories, right, all these inspiring stories, we are showing what does courage or courageous leadership looks like, and the kind of impact that they are creating. What does it look like? Yeah.
Mm,
I'm a very visual and experiential learner. So I need to see it, I need to do it.
yes, yes. I
Yeah.
believe quite like 90% of the people are experiential or visual learners actually. So actually this brings to another point. What can we expect? So this event will be bringing together some powerful voices in leadership, business, and social impact. What are the key highlights? What can the attendees look forward to?
Right. We have curated very powerful ladies, in their own sphere of influence. And we have two panels that will be addressing the different issues. So one panel is all about shaping the future change makers. How the transformative power of women leadership can it goes in helping in shaping the future change makers. So a lot of these ladies comes from different educational spheres, right? From music to the internet, yeah, to
Academic.
and yes, what happened to my tongue? Yeah, academic. Yeah, time to sleep, right? Nighttime already. Yeah, and yes, and even a psychologist, right?
Mm,
So that we explore into how how women leadership shape the future change makers. That's one panel, and then the other panel is all about leading with purpose. Again, how women leadership is driving a social change and impact. So
um,
we again, the ladies come from different sphere. We have ladies from Brunei. We have ladies coming from leaders coming from Vietnam. Yeah, and of course our own Singapore ladies as well. Yeah,
Incredible, incredible. So these are all across different industries, like you said, educational, psychologists. You've got all these panel discussions. Which panel is the most exciting one, do you think, for you?
uh, th- they are all very exciting to me. Yeah, because we are addressing different sphere of influence.
Mm,
And every sphere is critical to create that change. In order to create the change, changing culture, changing the mindset is a journey, right? It's a long journey. It's not a overnight thing. Yeah, and we need to hear from these ladies who have been on the ground. They are actually doing all the work on the ground. How should I put it? Yes, quietly, right? Actually, yeah, but creating that change gradually.
right.
So, we just want to shine the spotlight on them and also to invite them to come and share their experiences because of the impact that they have already. They're actually creating that impact in their own sphere, right? But if we don't highlight mm, so that more people get to know about it. Yeah. Of course,
Mm,
in their own sphere of influence, there's a lot of people that are aware, but we want to amplify that so that um, the future generation, especially, where we want to speak to the future generation, that they get to hear and see, oh, this is what we are talking about, how transformative leadership looks like, and the impact that they too can create for their generation. Yeah.
right, right. This is a very good segue to my next question. It's
Ah,
about the Her Courage Award. So, are these courageous women, or that are sharing their stories, the recipients of the Her Courage Award? Can you tell us more about the nomination process and how we recognize these courageous women?
right. So the Courage Awards is we want to celebrate women who demonstrated resilience, innovation, and leadership, right, while empowering others and driving a positive change. So the criteria are very simple. We are looking for women who exemplify these leadership strengths and characteristics, right? The impact on women empowerment. So
Mhm,
do they have like a proven commitment in uplifting other women through, let's say, mentorship, advocacy, or creating opportunities for others? And the other pillar would be criteria would be innovation and leadership. So are they exhibiting courageous leadership qualities? Their visions and the innovative approaches that set new standards in the industry. Uh, and then number three is the community reach, right? Are they engaging, do they have an engaged presence within their community and
mhm,
using their platforms to inspire, to educate, or even support others?
mhm,
And then lastly, number four, lastly is the endorsement and testimonials, right?
mhm.
Uh, Credible recognition from others that highlight their contributions and a lasting impact. So these are the four simple judging criteria.
Oh, okay. That's so lovely, actually, to recognize women who are doing courageous work in our sphere, and we don't actually know about it. And that's how we manage to recognize them is actually the way to also inspire the people or the audience that are attending the Her Courage Leaders Summit. That's
Yeah,
a really awesome way to do it.
yeah. Actually, I want to add on one more point, and that is this is just our way of our love language. Our love language of affirmation and being the encourager and the cheerleader for
Mhm.
women out there who are, exhibiting resilience and courage. Because oftentimes, I believe those who are in entrepreneurship or you are championing a initiative or building a community, you may be able to resonate with this. And that is oftentimes we face discouragement and
Mm,
then or even feel like giving up. Yeah, and if you don't have a support system around you and you are doing this solo, it can be quite a very lonely journey. Yeah,
mm,
so we want to encourage and cheer these ladies, leaders, or that they did not give up and they
mm,
keep pressing on, and this is the result that they are creating. So we
mm.
want to encourage them, affirm them. Yeah, it is our way of, like I said, our love language of affirmation.
Yes, definitely right. So affirmation to me also sounds like, validating myself that whatever I'm doing is I'm actually going in the right direction. So I see where you're coming from about affirmation, and also that being a love language is it actually supports the spirit. Yeah, the
Yeah,
spirit of your what you're trying to do. Mm.
yeah.
So,
Mm.
okay, so Speaker Society, right? We're going to be signing a memorandum of understanding with you to expand our partnership. What opportunities do you see for aspiring speakers, business leaders, and change makers in the expansion of this partnership between Speaker Society and The Courage?
Oh, wow, plenty of opportunities to speak, right? The courage to speak up, the courage to, express yourself and communicate what you have to offer, the value that you are bringing to the table, and the
Mm,
connection and the connection between the two communities. Yeah, so definitely there's plenty of opportunity for interaction, connection, yeah, between the two communities. And I'm very excited to look into, besides the platform to exchange in speaking opportunities, but also the partnership in creating programs that will benefit both communities. Yeah.
mm, right. Actually, this podcast that we're doing is also a collaboration
Mm.
to expand our awareness about both platforms. So, Speaker Society being a platform to amplify voices, and Her Courage to amplify courage. So, basically, both platforms amplify women's empowerment in general. So, that's great.
Yes.
Yes, that's the biggest takeaway from me. In terms of the what I hope the viewers will get from this podcast, and of course from the summit as well. What is your biggest takeaway that you hope the viewers will get from this podcast?
Well, my whole journey here is the whole message here is all about courage, right? About moving from fear to courage. So for the viewers out there, if you are in a situation right now where you have a lot of self-doubt, or you feel intimidated, you question yourself, your competency, your capability. Yeah, basically if you are having any self-doubt at all, be encouraged that most of us feel that way too. Yeah, but we just keep doing it afraid. Yeah, so just keep doing it afraid and you will progress. Yeah, and that you have this community here, right? Not one but two, you know to support you in your journey, right? Be it public speaking or entrepreneurship, yeah, or just simply community building. Yeah, so we are here, we're in this together. We are building a nourishing forest, right? Yeah,
Mm,
we are not into tall poppy syndrome. Yes, so building a nourishing forest together. So you are in good hands, right? You are in a very safe environment, very supportive and environment where we inject courage.
mm. And
Yes.
collaborative as well, so that everyone can grow. So
Yes.
side of the forest grows, the other side of the forest will also grow. It's like nourishing the grounds.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, that's
That,
awesome.
that's what women supporting women looks like, right? That's what we want to demonstrate, right? That how does women supporting women looks like? Ah, this is what we're doing here. Women supporting women, right? Yeah.
Great. So I'm sure some of the viewers watching will still be on the fence about attending. Like, why is this summit a must-go event for the person on the fence? How will this change their lives and their careers, I suppose?
I think taking the first step is always the most challenging. Yeah. And it can be very fearful for some, right?
Mhm.
Because for some it's from employment to entrepreneurship. They may be in a space where they have the so-called security of income, right? From employment and then to entrepreneurship, where the sky is the limit. Yeah, how much you can achieve and how much you can achieve and how much impact you can create is really up to your self leadership. So the one of the key things that the key message that we hope the audience, if you are still considering, is the question about, to ask yourself, how am I leading myself in creating the change that I want to see, right?
Mm,
And coming to the summit, you will be immersed in the environment and in the company of women who have taken courage to step out in spite of our fears.
mm,
Yeah, so you will be among women that will give you that, like I said lah, a dose of courage to step out and take that very first step of what
mm.
you are trying to do. Yeah, or what you have been procrastinating to do.
Procrastinating. That sounds very common, actually, the procrastinating. You convinced me to go. So let's say someone who was on the fence is now convinced to go. Where can our viewers grab their tickets? Are there any exclusive perks that they should know about, or where can they grab their tickets for the Her Courage Leader Summit?
Yeah, just go to the website hercourageleaders.com. And before your checkout, right, just put in your special code from Speaker Society, right,
Mhm.
and you will get a huge savings.
That's
Yeah, with
awesome.
that special code, you will get a huge savings for the ticket. Yeah, so we highly encourage you to go for the full combo, right, which is the summit, and then you also get to have lunch and networking with the mentors and the panelists, right,
Yep.
and then the dinner. Celebrate with us, the milestone of be among courageous women leaders. Yeah, we have yeah, it's really very inspiring. I mean, it really helps me in my journey also. Yeah, like
Mhm.
just now earlier on when you say, oh, when you talk about your problem, like it seems so big, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But then once you start hearing other people's story, it's like, oops, my problem like become peanuts.
Well,
Yeah,
not as insurmountable as it seems. It seemed before.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you say, oh, if she can do it, yeah, I'm sure I can do it too. Yeah. So come be among, the women of courage. And yes, like I said, there's a huge savings, right? Just check in with Kelly, yeah, and get that special code and go to
Cool.
hercourageleaders.com.
CourageLeaders.com. Got it. Got it, everyone. Okay, so it's actually on the 5th of April. So upcoming. For those people who cannot make it right in person because they're busy on that day of for well, maybe they're not in Singapore or something. What's the best way for them to be part of this movement, or to contribute to this movement for Her Courage?
To be part of it, of course, you can join our monthly empowerment meeting, right? Because the summit is an annual event,
Mhm.
but we do have monthly empowerment meetings, which you can come and join us. And how you can contribute? Well, this is a social impact driven initiative, so it
Right.
is a non-profit. So yeah, we would really appreciate, if those out there, if you are able to support us, right, in any sponsorship. Yeah, so that would be really appreciated.
Okay, got
Mm.
it, got it. So Lillian, before we
Yes.
wrap up right, tonight, if you could leave our audience one message, just one message about courage, leadership, and taking that next bold step, what would this message be?
Well, just now I mentioned courage is a choice to take intentional action in the face of fear, right? And first thing first is having that awareness of where you are, because awareness empower you with a choice. If you're not
Right.
even aware, you can't even create the change that you want, right? Yeah.
Mm.
And for as for leadership, leaders leaders are those who, know the way and goes the way and show the way. So I would really, not only for those who are trying to break through, right, in overcoming their challenges, but also for those who are further down the journey, right. I want
Mm.
to encourage those who are further down the journey to come on board together with us to create this to provide mentorship, to provide the
Mm.
mentorship for those who uh maybe are struggling, right? Yeah. So, yes, courage is a choice. And when you awaken the courage of a woman, you ignite her power of influential leadership.
Wow, I love that. When you ignite the courage of a woman. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I'm so inspired actually to speak to you and to learn more about the Her Courage Leadership Summit. I'm definitely going. So you guys, you should be going to ignite your courage and then get inspired. So where can people connect with you and learn more about the summit? Apart from the hercourage.com, right? You said hercourage.com,
Her
which is the
courage
website.
leaders, her
Hercourage.com.
courage leaders, leaders.com. Yeah.
Okay. Where else can people connect with you? In terms of if they wanted to get connected.
Oh, social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. Yeah. Yes.
So
Yeah.
awesome. Oh, thank you so much, Lilian, for your time and sharing so much about the Her Courage Leaders Summit, which is on the 5th of April, guys. So if you want to get your tickets, we have a special code that we're going to share down in below. So yes, go to Her Courage Leaders Summit, hercourageleaders.com, the website to learn more about the summit and to get your tickets. So we will see you there. Thanks,
See you
Lilian.
there.
See you
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
See you.